Hi, Connie. Thank you for coming in today. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with the Medical Assistance Transportation Program in Pennsylvania and what it means to you?
Sure, the Medical Assistance Transportation Program allows me to have the ability to go see my primary care physician of my choice in my area without being overly burdensome financially. Through the Medical Assistance Transportation Program, I'm able to go uh, and see my doctor as needed without undue hardship.
And what do you think will happen if medical assistance transportation is provided by a number of providers through a brokerage system that isn't coordinated and necessarily local to you?
I think going through a brokerage system is a huge mistake, and it's going to cause a huge problem for all the people that rely on that service. If you go with multiple providers that may or may not be in this area, we risk having longer wait times to get to and from doctor's appointments, longer times on the bus, which could jeopardize our care through our primary care physicians and also allow for a lower quality of care, because if we're not able to see our own doctors, we may be stuck either not having the appointment because of time constraints or being seen by somebody that we're not usually seen by because our doctor is no longer available. It would be a huge mistake. Huge. Very detrimental.
And overall, what does coordinated shared ride transportation mean to you on an everyday basis?
Shared ride transportation for me is a lifeline. It allows me to be productive in the community. It allows me to provide for my family financially, and it allows me the ability to be a productive member in the community on my terms. Without this service, I would not be employed. I would not be able to provide for my family, and I would not be able to continue my education and be productive in society.
Can't you just get rides from family and friends?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because although there may be vehicles within my family, they are not always accessible vehicles, and accessible vehicles are often out of reach financially for people with disabilities. And the Shared Ride program offers us freedom to have the kind of life that we deserve.
What message do you want your legislators to know about how important MATP and shared ride are to you?
Don't change what isn't broken, please. The system is not perfect, but if the changes that are proposed are made, it is going to be catastrophic for the disabled community. You are going to price us out of a market because we can't afford the fees that are going to go along with the changes that come through the brokerage system through the MATP program. We're bright enough to know that any costs that are, or any revenue that is lost through the brokerage system is going to be passed on to other programs, and it's going to make it impossible for us to continue to be productive members of the community. Please leave it as it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.